Hey Matt, I was doing some readings for other people, and so I wanted to pull you some cards because I know you're going through a lot. So anyway, this is kind of a getting ready for the full moon reading for you. So in the past, we have the King of Wands, kind of where you are coming from, and I really see this as you. And the Wands is all about creative energy. It's the element of fire, and you're a very creative person. You have really mastered your creativity, your craft, your brand, what you're making. You know good product from bad product in terms of, photo shoots or videos or anything like that. And you've spent a lot of time mastering your creative skill, mastering your people skills, mastering your ability to create. And that's really a foundation of where you are, what you're becoming, where you're heading as an artist, as a master craftsman. The king is kind of the domain of his element, and the element of fire is really that creative, passionate energy, and you're Sagittarius as well, so that's very much related. And that can feel, you can be as creative as you want, but sometimes things aren't sticking, and that can feel like it's worthless, but it's not. It's really important that you appreciate your craft, appreciate how far you've come, how much you've grown, and how much more you have to learn. The middle card is the Justice card, which is wild because I actually pulled this for someone else in a reading. I do a pretty good job of shuffling, so this is a very pertinent card for people right now. She has the scales of justice. She has the sword of truth. Wears the crown of knowledge, sits on her throne. She's like a judge, and things are playing out the way that they have to, and there's a lot of karmic things happening and leveling out. And I really feel like this is saying that all that hard work that you've put into yourself, into your brand, into your connections with people, it's all paying off. It's all going to pan out, and there's a lot of shedding happening, and there's a lot of equilibrium that is coming into play. So it's really important that you're balancing your energies, you're balancing your personal life and your work life, you're balancing the energy that you're putting in and the energy that you're the energy that you're receiving and the energy that you're giving. I'm also sensing too that you're severing ties with some people who have taken too much energy from you, and you can feel that. Perhaps some negative people, or people that are trying to take that energy from you, and you're really balancing that out. You're really cutting with that sword of truth, really discovering who your real friends are and who are just mouthpieces. And that crown of knowledge too, she has that gem in the middle, and that's receiving that knowledge. You're sitting on that throne and you are receiving those messages. You are now coming into an understanding of why things had to happen the way they did, because you are learning and you are growing and you are expanding. And with that too, we become disaligned with people who no longer serve us, and sometimes it can be painful to have to let those friendships go, but it's necessary in order for our soul to evolve, to make sure that we are surrounding ourselves with our close circle of friends who understand us, who trust us, and we trust them. Keeping your inner circle sanctified and really opening up to those that you trust, and not giving too much of yourself away. I'm seeing you giving a lot of yourself away and feeling like you're not getting anything back in return, and it should be an even exchange. So you're really balancing that out, cutting through that sort of truth, cutting through and seeing people for who they truly are, and instances showing you who those people are, and seeing people's true personalities. That's all leading up to your future and this next coming year and cycle, which is the Four of Cups. You chose the Seven of Cups earlier, but the Four of Cups is, four is all about foundation, about fate, and harmony, and building upon things, and cups are all about spiritualism, emotions, the element of water, the heart. You're really building all these things that are happening, and the shift that is occurring within you is building that spiritual foundation, because you are becoming a spiritually wise person, and that's aspecting every part of your life. And especially with Reiki too, I'm seeing Reiki, like I'm planning on getting my Reiki attunement, and I think you mentioned that you have done Reiki before, have had Reiki sessions. All those experiences that happen, I definitely think are Reiki experiences. They're energetic experiences that are preparing us for that next step, that are preparing us for the future. And you're building that spiritual foundation for yourself. You're building that new life for yourself, and it's all spiritually based. Whereas before you were kind of, I sense now you're kind of getting the whiplash from where your ego was taking you, and now you're no longer aligned with what your ego wants, but now more wanting that spiritual fulfillment. And that separation from the ego can be a painful experience, but it's setting you up for success in the future as someone who will be of service to humanity. But first you have to heal yourself, and going through that healing experience and building that foundation for yourself, taking in that knowledge, and really coming into an understanding of who you truly are and what your purpose is and what your soul purpose is. So I hope this reading was helpful for you. I know we don't know each other that well, but I feel like very connected with you, and I hope that this is helpful for you, because I think you're a very creative person. I love seeing the art that you create, and I look very much forward to creating art with you in the future. And hopefully my gift of tarot can be of service to you, and hopefully bring you out of that rut and make you re-inspired, because you're going through an amazing experience. You're so young, you have so much more to learn, and this is the beginning of a great new adventure and life. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that you have an amazing full moon, and always feel free to reach out if you need.